This video is made possible by the following cuties. You can check out the gear they provide for me in the description below. Hey guys, Jimmy here, and welcome back to Acela Corsa Competizione for another video. So today we have the release of the Intercontinental Pack for ACC, which brought 4 new circuits and a whole new range of liveries and teams to choose from. Amongst those new tracks we have Suzuka, Laguna Seca, Kyalami, and the track we're going to be racing today, Mount Panorama, Bathurst, baby! Funnily enough, Bathurst is one of those circuits that I used to really hate driving because I was bad at it. But then I went and made an effort to learn how to drive it, and getting within inches of the concrete wall and fighting for position lap after lap, that kind of stuff is a ton of fun. I can't imagine how it would be in real life, but in sim racing, it's pretty damn exciting. So I'm going to treat myself a little bit and do a 10-minute race here around the Mount Panorama circuit in the Bathurst 12-hour race-winning Bentley Continental GT3, complete with correct livery. And to make Bathurst somehow spicier than it already is, it's going to be raining for my race, so I'm going to be sliding between the barriers of death instead of just grazing them. Anyway, I'm going to remove my granddad cardigan and get prepared for what should be, hopefully, a really fun, really exciting race. So here we are then, Mount Panorama Bathurst. First time in ACC, and of course, it's raining. Has to be raining for me. I like to challenge myself. Really looking forward to getting the race underway here. We're starting right at the back of the field because last to first challenge is best challenge. We're going to do our best to pick our way through as the clock runs down. So 10 minutes then start now. As the green light comes on, we're going to get that Aston straight away there on the start finish line. Thank you very much. And we're coming down to Hell Corner now for the first time. Trying to find a bit of space, having to jam on the brakes and try and nip through the middle. Just about made that stick. No, Porsche is still there on the left. Got to give him some room. Nice, we're through. So up a couple of places then, and now I'm going to just hang this draft up the hill and try and catch up a little bit as we go up towards Quarry Corner. Now looking to the outside a bit here, looking for my braking point, shift gear for a second, now on the brakes. Quite hard, not running that much ABS or TC actually, just because I like to have the manoeuvrability and just really trust more on my right foot than anything else. Now something interesting I'd say in ACC that I've pointed out before I think, but if you look at the bottom right hand corner of the screen, where the throttle and brake input is, when I start getting on the throttle, you can see if I do it now, it will start going yellow if I go a bit too enthusiastic. So really, my goal on the wet, as this Porsche gets such a better run out the cutting than I do, is to try and keep that in the green as much as possible. So now we've got to focus on a really fast section. This part in the dry is crazy, even worse than the wet, because you're sliding through, car drifting all 4 wheels there towards the outside wall, now through Skyline, dab of the brakes to turn in, on the throttle to get a nice exit. And now we go downhill, just sneaking one up on the inside of the R8 there. Oh, Bailey won't be happy with that. And now down through the hill. Gravity now working against us, so we have to brake a little bit earlier, especially for Forest Elbow. Braking the straight line here in the wet, very important, even with ABS. So get the car hooked in. Focus on exit, not too bad through there. Up to P18 already, so not a bad start for us there. A few places gained on the first lap. Let's see if we can get a few more. Coming down Conrod Straight, really important not to change direction too aggressively over the top here, especially in wet conditions, because the car will go round on you. And I gotta do exactly the same here, coming through the chase. You can't be too aggressive through there in the wet. If you get onto the really wet part of a circuit, then the car just loops on you. You run out of control very quickly. In fact, here's what that looks like. Change direction to get round someone. Speaking of massive crashes. But back to this race now, and coming down to the last corner, that's Murray's, and that's 1 lap completed. A few places gained. Let's see what we can do here. It's quite a long lap around here, of course, especially in the wet as well. It's saying 5-minute lap time for me there, but I think it's messed up a little bit. I'm probably around 2:20 or so is my guess, or 2:15 for a lap time around here. In context, it's about 10-15 seconds a lap slower, but it isn't crazy wet conditions, just enough to be slippy around here. I've got to say, so far, my initial impression of Bathurst is pretty good. Of course, I've driven the iRacing Bathurst a lot, which is a laser scan version. This feels pretty similar to that. I love that Quarry Corner there. It's so fun to get that corner right, because the corner just kind of feeds you out onto the curb on the left. It's a very progressive corner. When you get it right, it feels very positive indeed. Up the hill now, behind the Audi. Not sure, you can't really pass over the mountain unless you have a really, really good run, or unless you're Jamie Whincup and you spin somebody around. But otherwise, you can't really get by up here. It's a kind of follow the leader sort of thing. So really you want to try and get as close as you can, and then be cheeky maybe going downhill. So here's through Skyline, trying to get a good exit out of there. Again, not quite close enough to send one up the inside on the downhill here like I did last lap, but still doing decent enough. Let's just drag the brakes in there. Something weird about the Bentley, and I should really be used to this, but this is a right-hand drive car, of course, and I've smashed the left-hand side quite a few times trying to get close to the wall, getting a little bit too close, so going to do my best not to do that in this race. Still sitting in 18th place, no positions gained this lap. Let's see if we can just get deep into the draft here. I know the Audi isn't the fastest car in a straight line, so maybe we can do something coming down to the braking zone here. We are gaining in the draft, 260k's, there's 270 on the clock, getting nearly 280k's in the wet moment. It must be scary, oh my word. I turned in there and the car almost didn't bite. Just about got it back on track again. But that was a very, that looked, I don't think that looked as scary as it actually was, but it was scary, trust me. See if we can go for a late break on the Audi here, just trying to get alongside, trying to spook him into letting me by. That's a good run out of Murray's though regardless. We're going to try and just stick our nose on the inside here, coming up to Hell Corner. Yeah, I'll be there on the brakes, thanks mate. Mash the brakes, you can really still hit the ABS quite hard in the wet. It's a weird common misconception I found that people really load on the ABS for wet conditions, then they just don't really slow down. Same with TC. The more TC you have, the slower you're going to be out of the corner. Just be better on your right foot and you'll definitely get out of the corner a lot quicker. Halfway into the race, a gang of cars in front of us, little gaggle there, being led by what looks like to be an Audi. Audi seems to be fairly weak here, it seems. Which you probably believe that if you watch Bathurst, of all the Audi crashes and all their spooky moments over the course of the weekend. Getting back now to the KCMG GTR. Really sad to hear that they're going to be ditching the GTR. I think they're moving to a Porsche for next season, which is a shame because that means no more Godzilla at Bathurst for a while, but nice to see it out here still in the colours. The outside tyres getting a bit warm. I put a bit too much pressure, I think, into the tyres. They could have done with a little bit less coming into this race, but it's okay. We haven't got much of the race left to do. We can call them a little bit on the straight if we find a wet patch of water as well. Oh, see that they're struggling with just gripping up on the right side there. Can't want to understeer off into the wall. We use keeping second gear, try and keep it nice and tight here on the throttle early, straight line it out. Just had to do a little bit of steering adjustment at the end there. Now in real life, the GTR in the straight line is hilariously fast, but I'm managing to stay behind it here. The old turbo brick in front, still gaining. Can't really go up the inside coming into the chase. There's not enough grip there, so I have to try and time it right. Back on the throttle. Oh, sliding through there. I'm going to send it anyway. Block pass. There you go. The old slide job on the Nissan there. Now we're behind our fellow Bentley. So let's see if we can do anything with them in the next couple of laps. So break a bit late now, we're not following anyone. Right on the edge of the ABS there. You saw the car squirming as I was trying to slow it down. So a 2:11.1 there. That's still pretty quick. My last to first challenge isn't looking very good right now, I'll say that much, but I'm having a blast driving around here. Really looking forward to driving the community races later on. It should be a ton of fun. And hopefully we should be trying to arrange a 12-hour race around here in ACC. So if anyone's interested in that, let me know below and I'll let you know when that all gets finalised. So let's focus as we come back up the mountain once more. Such a dramatic circuit this, and all senses of the word. I'm going to just totally block this GTR now. No mate, you're not coming through. Just a massive incline followed by the sharp decline on the other side. It's so much fun. In the dry it's flat through here, nowhere near in the wet. You see how I'm having to really just nice lift off the throttle through there. Same through here, dab of the brake as well just to slow us down a tiny bit. Right, I've been pretty quick through Skyline compared to the AI. Down the gear. Yeah, we gained a little bit there, pulled away from the Nissan at least, that's important. And now we're going to just completely send it down the bottom here. Car squirming, it feels truly alive in these sort of damp, not quite... The track is wet, but it's not flooded, you know. The flooded condition ACC is horrible to drive on. This is really nice. It's a nice level of challenge, I think. Perhaps not 100% realistic, but still a ton of fun. And we are allowed to have fun in sim racing sometimes, if you're good. So it's looking like this is going to be the penultimate lap. big train of cars out there in front of me. I wish I could just get a bit closer. Need to find my secret Bentley switch and give me an extra 10 horsepower or something. Right, easy through here. Yeah, there you go, like minimal steering through there. And the car was still felt like it was on the edge. I love getting that feel in the fourth seat back. Much better through that part of the course now. As a result, we might be able to challenge this little group of cars in front coming on to the last lap. So, Murray's then. Second to last time through. Nice run there, just leaning on the TC a little bit out of the corner. Can we yeet it up the inside of fellow Bentley? Sorry, my guy, there can only be one. On the curb on the inside, slowed me down a little bit on exit, but still through, that's good. One more place gain up to P15. There is a possibility of P13 here, I think, if we're really good on this lap. We're going to have to be good, though. Here we go. Braking as late as I kind of dare to through there, really. I don't want to understeer through here, because that curb on the exit is very, very slippy, as you saw in the last lap. Coming up to the cutting. The Audi cutting TM. Wow, okay, you see there, pushing a bit too hard, and the car deciding to bite back a little bit. Again, that rear right tyre getting quite toasty. Luckily, we're relying on the left side up this little bit here. Very close to that wall. Very close. I'm trying to get just closer to these guys so I can jump on any possible mistake or opportunity. Gonna keep it in fourth gear through here actually and just dab the brake. Right, can I get past the Ferrari here? Late on the brakes? No. I thought about it. And the car, as a result, was almost out of control all the way down here. It's still out of control. Those outside tyres are giving up. Also, I just realised in the mirror, the Bentley says "boy" on the grille of the 801. One angry boy. Come on now. What's the Ferrari like on the straight line? Let's find out. Head down. Kite and stretch. Luckily the car behind is not going to be able to catch us. I might try a full send coming out of the chase if I'm feeling brave. Full send. Slide job. That was rude. But guess what? This is racing, son. Just about up to P14. Not going to get P13 though. Not unless I just speared him over the corner. But there you go. That was Bathurst in the rain in ACC. That was awesome fun. I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys liked it too. I think driving it in the wet was a good decision because it made it a little bit different from what I'm used to. I'm used to really just ragging it around here in the dry and getting as close to every wall as possible. You're still doing that in the wet, but there's just that little bit more caution there. You know, it's not quite as committed as you would be in the dry. But guys, yeah, there you go. That was Bathurst and ACC. DLC is out now if you want to go get it. I think it's fairly pricey for what it is. I think it's like 12 or 13 quid for 4 tracks and some new liveries and teams, but that's up to you to decide whether you think it's worth it or not. I've only driven Bathurst so far, but this was a lot of fun. Looking forward to driving the other circuits a bit later on the stream. Anyway, yeah, take care guys. Have an awesome day. Make sure to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe and all the good stuff. And I'll see you all next time. Ta-ra!